Stand by to launch FanStream Sports.
3, 2, 1. Let's start.
Hello, sports fans. Welcome to FanStream Sports. Nothing but pure sports. This is the JP Show.
JP, it is so good to hear you back on the air.
Stand by. Now, here's JP.
Welcome into a Thursday edition of the JP Peterson Show, where we talk Tampa Bay sports, hopefully entertain you, make you laugh a little bit, make you think. We are the independent voice here. No corporate media BS around here. We're just telling it like it is, boys and girls, and we appreciate all you guys jumping in, whether you're watching us on Facebook, on Twitter, on YouTube, fanstreamsports.com, the FanStream Sports app, which, by the way, Timmy, we need to work on. Let's go. Let's have a great freaking 2 hours. But JP, there's nothing going on. Oh,
whatever.
Montfrere. We have waited 12 freaking years for this hockey in the Olympics. Four Nations gave us a little bit of taste, and boy, didn't we love it. Didn't we love it, Timmy?
God, it was amazing.
Oh, it was so good. Now, unfortunately, we're not going to be dropping gloves before the puck drops like we did in the Four Nations. Man, that was one of the greatest things I've ever seen in my life. But maybe, I think you're not supposed to fight. If there's a gold medal game and Hagel and Kachuk start going at it, you can't kick them out of the game. Can't. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. So if you fight, you get suspended for 2 games, right? So that's. But what what exactly is fighting? The hard checking. It's like pushing and shoving. Like, it could get interesting. Could get interesting. But it all starts today, 10:40. John Cooper and Team Canada. They'll drop it this morning against who are they playing? Czechia. Do not overlook Czechia. There are NHL players on all these teams all over the place.
Is that a real country?
Yeah, it is. Czechia. Czechia. Used to be Czechoslovakia. Now it's Czechia.
Thought we had Slovakia that was Czechoslovakia.
Slovakia. I think one of those two.
Didn't it become the Czech Republic and Slovakia? That's what Czechoslovakia used to be. Yeah, and if you're a fan of Stripes the movie, you're not afraid of Czechoslovakia. It's like going to Wisconsin.
True. It's like you zip in, you zip out. Yeah, absolutely. But they all have NHL players everywhere, so Slovakia. Speaking of that, Chernak and company beat Finland, stunned Finland. Big time. So watch out today. USA versus Latvia. Hellebuck will be in goal. That'll be at 3:10, and at 10:40, Team Canada against Czechia. Bennington gets the call by John Cooper to start in net. Tell you what, I was listening to a little NHL radio on Sirius yesterday, and I don't think we fully appreciate the national absolute obsession with this Canadian hockey team that John Cooper is. Oh, yeah. I mean, John Cooper farts in the bathroom, and people want to know, did he just change the lines? Did he just wait a minute? Oh, wait a minute. Wait, hold on. I'm like, don't you guys understand how many times those lines are going to change during this tournament? It's everybody, because they're just so starved for information. They want to know every little thing. And of course with Coop, it's going to be very, very liquid. It's going to be moving around a lot until he finds the right ones. And that's why he's such a great coach. So, and I think that's a big advantage for Team Canada. I think he's the best on the spot coach in the game in terms of flipping lines and getting matchups that work. I think he's the best in the game at that. And when you're working with guys that, don't play a lot together, obviously, you need a coach that has a sixth sense as to who plays best together. And I think he's the best in the game at that. So we'll see how that all works out. And it's going to be a tremendous tournament. And I cannot wait to watch all this hockey. I'm going to be glued to the TV at 3:00 watching Team USA. Yeah. As we go through it. Yeah. Now, yesterday, by the way, setting up the show here. Good morning to you, IndyCarTim. How are you, buddy?
Good morning to you.
Good morning to you. Tim May will be joining us from FanStream Sports Ohio. You were telling me a very interesting story, and one of the reasons we're bringing Tim on is he actually was in Tokyo for the Buster Douglas Mike Tyson fight. What anniversary was it yesterday?
A
couple days ago.
It was 1990. So what's that?
Long time ago.
36 years.
No, long time ago. Yeah, it was one of the greatest moments in sports. Obviously, we all remember where we were at that moment, don't we, Timmy?
Oh yeah,
yeah, we do.
I know you remember.
We'll just keep that quiet.
Yeah, we're not
going to divulge that. Nope. Yeah, absolutely. And it was and that was pre-internet. So how did you find out? It was like a game of Telegram. It's like somebody called me. Like my phone rang, my landline phone rang, and what was it, like 1988, wasn't it?
1990.
So yeah, my landline rang and it kept ringing, and then and finally I answered. I'm like, what the hell, man? He goes, Mike Tyson lost to Buster. Like, that's what you were calling me for? Get out of here. I'm busy. But no, it was a big story. So anyway, Tim's going to join us. We're going to recount that.
Oh, and by the way, he was the only. I'll let him tell the story, but the way it was relayed to me yesterday, it wasn't through Tim, it was through Tito. He was the only national media member, and he was working for the Columbus Dispatch, but he was the only guy in Tokyo that was there that picked Buster Douglas to beat Tyson before the fight.
Did he bet on it? That's all I want to know.
I have no idea. But as a writer for boxing, he was writing about boxing, obviously. That's why he was there. You're still kind of putting your career out on a limb, whether you're betting money or not.
Yeah.
To do something, especially at that time, for those that don't know, I can't even explain to you how dominating Mike Tyson was in boxing in 1990.
Yeah.
Like this, I cannot even think of an example to give you in sports right now that would equal Buster Douglas beating Mike Tyson in the ring at that point. Like there's none. There's no
Miracle on Ice, probably. That would be the only thing.
I think it's bigger.
From an odd standpoint,
maybe. Yeah. So, but somehow he was the only guy that picked him. And I have so many questions for Tim. I mean, obviously we're going to talk to him about Hartline. Yeah. Tim May had Brian Hartline on his show last week. Great interview from Tim and Clay Hall with Brian Hartline coming on their show. Somehow they got in Ohio, they got him on their show before we got him here. So I don't know how that worked out, but it did.
It's all my fault.
Be pissed somebody off.
I've been meaning to play that interview too. We need to play that interview.
So if you want, I can cut it up and just have the answers, and we don't have to play Tim and Clay on their show.
No,
I'll just cut it up.
I'd rather hear the questions too. That's fine. No, get the whole thing. Get the whole thing in there. Yeah, we'll just make it easier for you too, bud.
Tim's a little long-winded, so
yeah. Oh well, yeah. I haven't watched it yet, so I have to go. Maybe I'll agree with you after I watch it.
Right.
But anyway, we'll have Tim on here in just a little bit and chat up all that stuff. But meanwhile, I have a couple questions for you guys to ponder as you see our graphic for today's show. And Tim has taken the AI liberties to give some of you a nightmare scenario of Baker Mayfield in another uniform. What are you doing?
I'm just saying that these are the possibilities, man.
Yeah, it's a little stunning. It's a little stunning, and for some of you,
I'm just saying
that hurts my heart. I got to tell you, it hurts my heart.
Don't treat him right, and this is what could happen.
Yeah. You think you may not have some words for Baker. Oh, he's inconsistent. He's a turnover machine. Look what he did in the last. Which he's the reason we lost 7-8. Blah 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 blah. Really. That's what you think? Yeah. Alejandro's like, why the Colts? Because they need a quarterback.
I was trying to think of a team that needed a quarterback.
Yeah. Be careful what you wish for, some of you people. So we're going to debate a little bit contract extension for Baker Mayfield. When should they do it? How much should they pay him? Mike Evans as well. What is he worth? What is he worth on the open market? Does he even want to play here? So we shall discuss that. So we got hockey. We got mock drafts coming out. USF men's basketball, another big win last night to take sole possession of first place in the American with a 66-58 win over the Shockers. Mm-hmm. Great second half of defense by USF. Held them to just 25 points. They were down 7 at the half, and then they just dialed up the D. That's what I like about this team is they can beat you. They can outscore you. They can score you 100. Or if you want to get in a slugfest, they can beat you inside too with Isaiah Nelson. They got Pinion on the outside. Wes Enos had his first double-double of the year last night, 16 and 11 rebounds for him. So they can beat you a lot of different ways. That's a sign of a good team. So We might have a little March Madness here at Tampa Bay. Might have a team in the tournament. Yeah.
Wait. So JP, I had a specific request for this, so I'm throwing this up there right now to make it hurt a little bit even more.
Don't you dare.
Don't
you dare. Oh.
I don't care what you think about Michael Penix. Kirk Cousins is being cut before the start of the league year. That's already happening.
Yeah.
And they're going to look for a veteran. Now, I know he can't go anywhere this year, but you know what? Next year, if they don't extend him.
That's right. That's right.
See him twice a year with his.
Careful what you wish for.
Be reunited with Kevin Stefanski in Atlanta.
Yeah. That's a real thing. That's a real thing. And listen, we know that Baker wants to make his home here, his forever home here. He's already, absolutely ensconced himself here into the local community, and he is not, he doesn't want to go anywhere. He wants this to be his final place where he plays. And I would like that. I think he's a great fit, and obviously last year he played injured in the second half of the season. We documented that throughout the whole season. We're not coming to this late to the party, folks. Throughout the entire season, we were talking about it, that, his accuracy started to dip. His lack of mobility was very, very evident. He wasn't running anymore. And you could just see it as the year ran on. He's very good at hiding his injuries when he's on the field. So you don't think they're as serious as they are, unlike some other quarterbacks that, when they get hit, that looks like somebody's going to have to bring out the stretcher every single time, like a soccer game. Bake's not like that. He's going to try to hide all the injuries he can and play through them, and sometimes maybe to his detriment. I mean, he had admitted that I think it was the 22 season he tried to play through with a separated left shoulder, and it just didn't work, and it hurt the team. And I think there may have been some games this year, quite frankly, that he should not have played. Maybe they didn't have the requisite confidence in Teddy Bridgewater. That's clear. Otherwise, they would have played him. And I think, and this is kind of a discussion I was listening to on Get Up this morning and talking about Sam Darnold and if he's getting enough credit. And I don't think he is. I mean, he played some flawless football, did not turn the ball over at all in the playoffs. And everybody's like, oh, Seattle's defense was awesome. And it was. But let's not act like Sam Darnold wasn't fantastic in these playoffs. He was absolutely fantastic. And I think what happens is, certain quarterbacks get reputations for being, superhuman, and it's a false narrative that they're the reason that their team wins. The only reason, like Patrick Mahomes carries the Chiefs. Like, they've got some other really, really good players on that team through the years. Yeah, he's great, and he bails them out a lot. But that you have arguably the best coach in the league and a very consistent staff, and Tim's favorite player, Travis Kelce, and so many other good players on that team for a long time. But I mean, I'm not saying that he's not the best quarterback in the game. He is. But you can win other ways. You can win Super Bowls with guys. Now, I don't think you can win with a terrible quarterback, although the Ravens kind of did that with Trent Dilfer. But you can win with a guy who I think is a top 10 guy. Like, I think Sam Darnold is a top 10, top 12 quarterback in this league. I think, and his numbers speak to that. And a lot of people want to focus on the turnover and stuff like that. And I get that. Turnovers are important, but turnovers aren't such a big deal if you have a really good defense. They're not. Then you want a quarterback who's going to push the ball down the field, take some chances. Listen, I'll take 41 touchdowns and 12 interceptions any day of the week over the season. Oh, but he led the league with 6. Yeah, well, he also had 41 touchdowns. It's a ratio that you want to talk about.
Right.
You give me a guy that has, 14 touchdown passes and no interceptions, you ain't winning shit. You're not winning anything.
And if I'm not mistaken, didn't he co-lead the league with 16 picks and with like Jared Goff or somebody?
Mm-hmm.
Like, nobody's complaining about Jared Goff throwing 16 picks.
Listen, if you're balancing it out and scoring 30 points a game, then you got a chance. It's a football team. It's a football game. It's not just about who has the better quarterback. And I think teams do themselves a disservice by spending so much money on the quarterback. Hello, Dallas Cowboys. And not attending to other places of need. And this is something like we talked yesterday. When you have an offensive line like this, Baker is a great quarterback. You can run the football. You should be able to do what Liam Cohen did, which is run the football extremely well with this offensive line. And Bucky Irving, fourth best in the league when Liam was here. and also throw the ball downfield, score 30 points a game. Baker's got a great arm, not a good arm, a great arm. And when he's healthy, he's extremely accurate to the 71% level. Knows how to play in the red zone, score touchdowns, throw touchdown passes. The first 2 years he was here, he led the league in touchdown passes. Let's not forget that. So is Baker good enough to win a Super Bowl? People will argue with me all this time. Yeah, absolutely he is. Absolutely he is. And so how much is that worth? Well, luckily, we have a guy that understands that he doesn't need to make $65, $70 million a year to solve, to fulfill his ego or his agent's ego for that matter. There's an understanding there that, I want to get paid, but I don't have to take up, 15% of the salary cap. I want to win.
Let me show everybody what life outside of Tampa Bay at the quarterback position is like, JP, just as a friendly reminder for everybody. This is Dak Prescott for 2026. Look at that 2026 cap hit. $74 million cap hit. Now, that won't happen. Realistically, he will be restructured. That number will come way, way down. That doesn't mean they won't pay him that money. That just means it will reduce the cap hit so they can make other signings. Eventually, the chickens come home to roost. Go ask Howie Roseman. That's happening in Philly right now because all he's done is manipulate for 5 years their salary cap numbers.
Yeah.
But $40 million in cash, $74 million on the cap right now. Baker Mayfield's a fraction of that. Yeah. Right now. And if you re-sign him, you still won't come close to that number because quarterbacks just don't do that anymore.
Yeah, it's to have a guy like this who gets it and is a tremendous team leader, is beloved by his teammates, beloved by the fan base. I mean, the Gus Swayze stuff this year was was as good as it gets. Yeah. As good as it gets. And the guy he never says no to the organization when they ask him to do stuff. And not only doesn't say no, he embraces it like that. Absolutely embraces it. And and after all, this is entertainment. This is fun. You want to like the guys that you're rooting for, right? And who's more likable than this guy, unless you live in Atlanta. But if he played for you, you'd love him. You'd absolutely love him. So when I see me personally, do you extend him in the offseason? I think it kind of depends on where Baker's at. I would. If I were the Buccaneers, I would extend him in this offseason because I think it's never going to cost you less than right now. It's never going to cost you less than right now. Think about that.
And here's why you do it.
Yeah.
As I throw up Baker's equivalent.
Yeah.
Whoops, that's Dak again. Sorry. Idiot Tim. Jesus Christ. Doesn't know.
Come on, Tim. Better than that.
It's on the air here.
Jeez, Pete.
Baker Mayfield, again, $40 million in cash, same as Dak, but the cap hit's only 51. I say 52, really, if you round up a little bit.
Yeah.
That if you re-sign him this offseason, that goes away. You can reduce that cap hit by $20 million, which is $20 million you can spend somewhere else. Hey, on a free agent edge rusher.
Yeah.
Or a free agent outside linebacker.
100%.
And that's why you do it now, especially if you've already decided. And I think if the team hasn't decided if they want to keep Baker Mayfield past 2026, then they're doing all sorts of other things wrong too.
They are 100%.
That is your guy. There should be no question in Jason Light and the Glazers' mind if Baker Mayfield is their guy beyond next year.
And again, he's never going to be cheap.
Old.
He's never going to be cheaper than he is right now.
Nope.
Because my guess is with Zach Robinson, Liam Cohen clone, all right? And if they get Mike back, and even if they don't, I think they're still pretty good at wide receiver. And I know people are misconstruing my my statements here about Mike, about that, like I don't want him. Of course I want him here. I absolutely want him here. I would love for him to be here, and Baker would too. I'm just, understanding the realities of the situation, that it's not my decision. It's not the Glazers' decision. It's Mike's decision. And Mike, sees things probably a lot differently than we do. He knows a lot more about what's under the hood, and he may or may not like it. I'm not saying he doesn't. I'm just saying he may or may not like it. His body language at the end of the year would suggest he does not. So we'll see, but things change. And his wife will get in his ear again and say, we're not going anywhere.
Right.
And this time he might say, well, honey, for a couple seasons we are. But that's just the way we don't know, right? We just don't know. We'd love to have him back. But regardless, I think a healthy Baker Mayfield and a healthy offensive line is, I think, paving almost an automatic 27 points a game with the receivers that we have, the upgrades that can be made. And I think they'll add some offensive pieces, maybe a Tyler Algier at running back to replace Rashad White. If Mike does decide to sign somewhere else, I think they might go find a receiver with some size. I think that's probably a smart move, a good red zone target. So they'll add some pieces as well on the offensive side, maybe even a tight end and an Isaiah Likely or something like that. So I think with Zach Robinson and Baker Mayfield in this offensive line, you have and the weapons available to him, Bucky Irving, I think will be much better this year. I think you have a chance to be a 30-point per game offense again with Baker Mayfield. And if that's what you have, and a guy that has completely proven himself in the clutch to be a great comeback quarterback, I don't know what, sure, are there better guys out there? Yeah, there are. Good luck getting them. Good luck. You got a guy that loves to be here, wants to be here, is not going to break the bank. Mm-hmm. I don't know what the hell you're waiting for. I really don't. I don't know what the hell you're waiting for. You want to see Baker Mayfield in an Atlanta Falcons jersey? Do you? No. And if he plays out this season, he's got every right to go wherever the hell he wants. And if he has a season like he did 2 years ago, yesterday's price is not today's price, my friends. I think today you could probably sign him 4 years at $40 million AAV. And I think that would be a steal for Baker Mayfield.
Yeah.
And I think he's not a guy that wants to break the bank. He wants to be able to leave money for other players. He's a team guy. 160 million guaranteed. It's good money. It's good money. In that 160 to 200 range, somewhere in there, I think you could get that deal done right now. And I think it would be a great deal. And I would probably put him, maybe around 8th or 9th in quarterback pay. I don't know. It's not going to be break the bank kind of stuff. So if I'm Jason Light, I'm making it happen. What do you guys think? Would you do it now or would you wait? Would you do it now or would you wait? I'm not waiting.
I think you do it now. There's no question. Mainly because of that $51 million cap hit you're going to take this year. If nothing else.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, look what we have in the comments today.
Uh-oh.
My lovely wife, Ashley. Baker
Lord.
Looks good in blue. Just saying.
Oh, my God. What are you even talking about, eh?
Yeah, I know where that's coming from. Yeah, she's just stirring the pot. Stirring the pot today.
That's what we do. She doesn't need to do that. That's my job.
Oh, she's much better at it than we are. Trust me. Much better.
True. That's true.
Much better. She is a professional in that regard. So, yeah. Thanks, honey. Appreciate that. So, what do you guys think? Hit us up in the comments. What would you pay Baker? Would you get the deal done now, or would you let him play out the season? Thomas Casper says, no way is he 4-year, $160 million quarterback. That's too high? That's what you think? Is that too low?
40 a year.
It's too high, too low.
I mean, I think it's the going market for him. Don't forget, Dak signed that 2 years ago. It just kicked in last year. Yeah. Dak signed that same contract 2 years ago.
David Terry says, sign his ass now, no brainer.
Yeah.
I agree. But there's a lot of people that don't.
I also think you need to go find a backup quarterback, too.
Yeah. Teddy's a professional. What is he? A professional conversationalist?
Professional listener.
Professional listener. But I don't think he's a professional player anymore.
No.
I don't know. They certainly didn't have any confidence in him to play. And when he did play, it was meh.
Yeah, I mean, their lack of confidence, it's a little warranted, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah. No, they need to find somebody. I like to see him start developing another quarterback, actually.
By the way, there is another option for Baker Mayfield.
What? Oh, stop. Just stop. Just stop.
And what's funny is right now.
I mean, Dak's wife is from Tampa.
I'm a big Dak.
So where are we going to trade quarterbacks?
I'm a big Dak guy. I love Dak. And right now, I don't know who even if salaries were the same, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who I would want in Dallas more. If I'm okay sticking with Dak or if I might want Baker here. Like, I don't know in my football brain which one I like more.
Yeah, wow. Baker's just so quintessential Tampa. He's so perfect, and the energy that he brings to this team is just absolutely indispensable.
Agreed.
We have to have it. It's just, especially when you have, a head coach that is not bringing a whole lot of energy and inspiration, you better have a quarterback that's bringing it. That's for damn sure. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back on the other side. Tim May is going to join us and talk about that crazy night in Tokyo, man, back in 1990. Whoa, remember that one? Yeah, I'm not sure that was in the sushi that night.
Sake, all the sake.
The sake, man, that stuff was crazy. So we'll find out what Tim was drinking when he picked Buster Douglas over Mike Tyson. Lots of sake. I was saying hockey. They thought I was saying sake. An hour later, I got a NHL team. Phil Esposito, real quote.
Yeah.
All right. Big thanks to our folks at Pitch Roofing. Remember, Pitch Roofing, if you are looking to get your roof rebuilt or repaired, they are the first call you should make. PitchRoofing.com. Go to the website, email them, contact them through there. Tell them JP sent you. They are bonded. Better Business Bureau, have all the great ratings and insurance that you need. Believe it or not, folks, most roofers do not have that. They're a fly-by-night organization that steals money. So make sure you go with a reputable company, Pitch Roofing. They're not going to be the lowest, but they will be the best. You'll get a great job, quality work, and they stand behind their work. Plus, if you get an estimate right now, you'll be in the drawing for 2 Lightning tickets in the Mark, which is the all-inclusive club, great food and drink. So that's a great way to get a new roof and have some fun at the Lightning game. And I'll throw in a backstage tour of Lightning Vision. How about that? PitchRoofing.com. Back in 3. Here for Pitch Roofing, one of our new sponsors and the most reliable and honest roofers in the business. They love the Lightning, and Bolts fans, be entered to win a pair of premium Mark Club seats with every free roofing estimate from Pitch Roofing. Seats include food and beverages, early access, premium entry, and a backstage tour of Lightning Vision with yours truly. Always get 2 to 3 estimates when replacing your roof, and be sure to include Pitch as one of those roofing companies. With a free estimate from Pitch, they're not trying to hard sell you. They educate you on your roof and the process. Even if you do not choose Pitch Roofing as your roofer, they want to leave you feeling informed, knowing the different materials and manufacturers, and understanding the process and warranties. Very, very important. Pitch is an Owens Corning preferred contract, Better Business Bureau accredited, and MySafe Florida Home approved. That's very important as well. Pitch prides themselves on full transparency and customer first level of service. They also offer financing options, including 0% plans, ensuring a stress-free experience. Call my friends at Pitch Roofing, 727-67-PITCH. That's 727-677-4824, or go to pitchroofing.com.
Pitch Roofing, roofing done right.
Italiano Insurance would like to congratulate the Bucs on their 50th anniversary season. And you know what? We've been here for every season and then some, over 60 years in business. We've seen some smart coaches with great game plans, but if you don't have flood insurance or business insurance, that's a terrible game plan. That could ruin you financially. You don't want to take that L. So call 813-877-7799 and let their friendly agents quarterback your insurance and save you big money. Italiano also sponsors our FSU report every week, so go Noles. 813-877-7799 or go to italianoinsurance.com. JP here for Riveters, the official sports bar and grill of the JP Peterson Show. We're located just south of Ray J and Steinbrenner Field, so it's a great pre- and post-game spot, and the happy hour is amazing. Monday through Friday, 3 to 7. Check out these specials. $3 Bud Light drafts, $4 domestic bottles, $5 wells, $6 premium wells, $6 cocktails like margaritas. That's unheard of. And the Riveters food is freshly made daily. No freezers. Happy hour food specials include $3.50 tacos and barbecue sliders. $6 you get edamame or chips with the beer cheese, which is amazing. $8 buffalo chicken dip, my favorite. The truffle fries, chili cheese fries, also $8 at happy hour. as well as other specials throughout the week, including Taco Tuesdays. You get $3 tacos, and Wing Wednesday, 7 o'clock to 1 a.m. in the morning. You get our amazing wings, 5 for $5 and $5 wells and wines. That's a good Wednesday night. So if you're tired of the preppy, overpriced, generic sports bars, come see the amazing, friendly bartenders and staff at Riveters, where customer service really matters. Riveters, just south of where the Rays and Bucs play. We'll see you there.
Sports fans, it's time to gear up. Head to fanstreamsports.com and check out our brand new merchandise store. We're talking bold t-shirts, 3/4 zips, hoodies, hats, mugs, and more. Everything you need to rep your favorite shows and your favorite crew. Whether you're rolling with the JP Peterson Show in Tampa Bay, From the Rough in Dallas, the Tim May Show featuring Clay Hall, or the Jeff Thidoff Show in Ohio, or any of our FanStream Sports original programming, we've got the perfect look for game day and every day. So don't wait. fanstreamsports.com. Click merch and grab your gear now. Wear the stream, live the stream, fanstreamsports.com.
All right, guys, don't screw this up. It's Valentine's Day, and the first decision you make is go to the Gold and Diamond Source, where right now you can buy one, get one 40% off during their exclusive Valentine's promotion. Express your love with exquisite jewelry from the Gold and Diamond Source, where they have the largest selection of engagement rings. And here's where it gets really good. Starting on Friday at the Open, you can get a $1,000 gift card, and they will match it with another $1,000 gift card. Get $2,000 worth of spending power for just $1,000. Then at 6 o'clock, it goes down to $500. The $500 card match goes from 6 o'clock until close. So get in there on Friday up to 6 o'clock. It's a $1,000 gift card. They'll match it, giving you up to $2,000 in immediate spending power. Then after 6 o'clock, it's $500, and they'll match it and give you up to $1,000 in spending power. Don't miss it. It's Valentine's Day, and the only place to shop is at the Gold and Diamond Source, 3800 Olmerton Road, always online at thegoldendiamondsource.com.
It's a love you give only at Gold and Diamond Source.
Experience the art of driving at Genesis of Tampa, where luxury meets innovation and every detail is crafted for you. From the bold G70 to the refined GV80, Genesis delivers power, elegance, and technology years ahead of its time. Book service online, and our Genesis Experience Advisors will pick you up and drop off your vehicle. If available, you can enjoy a courtesy car while yours gets a complimentary interior vacuum plus a generous offer for your trade. Every new Genesis comes with the Miracle Advantage Plan, 10 years or 250,000 miles of powertrain warranty and 4 years of complimentary maintenance. Visit us at 801 East Bears Avenue or online at genesisoftampa.com. Genesis of Tampa, luxury redefined.
Let's go.
Right now, back to the show on FanStream Sports.
All right, welcome back to the JP Peterson Show here, brought to you by the great folks at Riveters. I was at Riveters last night. Had an unbelievable prime rib sandwich with the mushrooms and the onions. The two guys I'm with, well, I'll remain nameless because I don't want to shame them, ordered their steak sandwich without sauteed mushrooms and onions.
What
are we doing? What
Who are you hanging out with?
With prime rib, and they give you this horseradish cream sauce to put on top.
God.
Oh, my Lord.
The hell?
And you get horseradish cream and au jus, which is just fun to say.
You need to rethink your friend group.
I know, absolutely. It was actually a wonderful night at Rivers, by the way. I did not know this, Timmy. They make their cobblers to order in their own little individual iron casks. So it takes a little bit. So,
oh my God.
Yeah. So the great Lou Maggio, I'll name him because he wasn't one of these blasphemous non-mushroom and onions eaters. So he ordered it, and it was taking a long time. And he's like, he told the waitress, don't worry about it. It's taking too long. And I was like, what you say, bro? We got all night. No, bring that out. We will wait patiently for the cobbler. And so it came out, and can I tell you, that was the greatest cobbler I've ever had in my life.
Peach or apple?
Apple
or blueberry.
Apple and blueberry. I think it was apple and blueberry. There was a little bit of both in there.
Apple's
with a big, nice chunk of ice cream, that French vanilla ice cream in the middle of it.
Only way to do it.
Yeah, which is the only thing they have freezers for, by the way, is the ice cream. Everything else is fresh, but one of the guys hadn't been there and was just like, this food is amazing. We had the wings. Oh, so good. So the food is just so good. And you get and we were watching the Florida-Georgia game and the Olympics. So great service. Once again, fantastic service. Food came right out. It was incredibly delicious. Love Riveters. RivetersTampa.com. Right there on Dale Mabry, just south of the stadium, next to that spaceship. And nobody.
So you were actually able to leave willingly and voluntarily this time. You weren't removed from the premises.
No, not this time. And the restraining order has passed, so I'm good to go. I'm good to go. All right, while we're waiting on Timmy, let's do some comments, shall we? Rick says, did JP just tell Ashley to go back in the kitchen and stir that pot? I did. I don't have to tell her to stir the pot. She's always stirring the pot. She started early this morning. I'm like, babe, I don't know if I can handle it this morning. I got work to do. Can't play. Rick said, Zach, head coach next year. Indiana coach, new OC in training. Yeah, we brought in Chandler, can't remember his last name, Winkler, maybe, who was the quarterback's coach in Indiana. They kind of produced a good one in Fernando Mendoza. I don't know if you know that.
Who? Never heard of that guy.
Which is going to be very interesting to see.
By the way, we've got Tim May at 11:30, not 10:30. My bad.
See, I thought that's what we were doing.
10:30 Central. Sorry, yeah. I'm in the Central time zone. I always screw that up when I'm talking about your show.
All right. Well, now you've screwed up my whole vibe, but that's all right.
I know.
But we'll pivot as we are known to do here. We are very good at pivoting. So
screwed up his whole run sheet.
All right. Well, then let's just get to the comments here. Yeah, my run. Look at this. You know how long I spent on this today? Jeez, oh, Pete.
I don't know. I saw you writing it before the show.
Hours and hours. You know, let's just be honest, Timmy. I never stop prepping for the show. That is the truth. I don't ever stop. And when I rarely listen to music unless I'm working out. I'm listening to podcasts and getting more information for you people. It's just my life. It's just what I do. I just want you to know that I'm completely shallow.
You know, I listened to music on Spotify last night for the first time. And I can't tell you the last time I listened to music on Spotify because I spent 14 hours in this studio yesterday. 14 hours. I did not, because I had all the shows. Wednesday is my long to have all the shows.
Yeah.
And I think I did 6 shows out of here, including yours.
Brutal.
Yesterday until 10. I left here at 11 o'clock my time last night is when I walked. I got here at 6:30, 7 a.m.
Yeah, we got to get Gerber back on doing his picks. It's golf season. So we're getting ready for the Florida swing.
We had the golf show last night. We talked about it. Y'all make sure you check out From the Rough.
I was watching the WM Waste Management. Can I just call it Waste Management?
I think that's why they changed it. They don't want anybody to call it that.
Well, why not? It's Waste Management.
Well, they're not Waste Management anymore. They're just WM. Like, they don't call themselves that anymore.
Okay. Well, I will. So I watched it. It was fantastic, but I didn't get to see the end because the Super Bowl was starting. So would it go to extra holes and Goddard was the big winner?
Chris Goddard.
Wow. All right. New star on the PGA Tour. Jeff.
He's got 2 wins this year already.
I know. Jeff Stutler says, good morning, JP and Tim and Petermans. We moved back to Tampa and happy to be back. All right. Would you get $1 million raise to move back to Tampa? Danny Boy's loving the theme from Pitch. There you go. Aviation says, with the cap rising, $160 million for 4 sounds right. That's Baker's contract.
Huh. Okay.
Is it too low? Is it too low?
If he says yes, it won't be too low.
Yeah. Is it? I don't know. I'm telling you this, if you wait till the end of the season, it'll be way too low. Way too low. If anybody know the reference that I'm making there? If you do, hit me up in the comments. One of the funniest moments in television history. Most tragic and funny. You have to, it's not too soon. But it was special. Nathan Elliott says Baker Mayfield has 0 interest in playing for Kevin Stefanski. Do not forget his tweet. He's right about that, Timmy. after Stefanski got hired in Atlanta. Baker wants to beat Atlanta even more 2 times a year. He is correct.
It's all in good fun. Those guys love each other.
I don't think so. By
the way, I saw comments. I don't know. You didn't put it on the screen, or you didn't leave it on the screen about cut bait and we'll find someone better. Would you like to know who your 2027 quarterback free agents are for the NFL, JP?
Yes.
At the top of the list, Deshaun Watson.
Pass, babe.
Matthew
That's a no
Stafford.
for me.
39-year-old Matthew Stafford, who will be 40 by then and probably retired.
Yeah, he's not playing anymore.
Baker
His back will
Mayfield.
not allow him. Yep.
You already got the number 3 guy on the list.
Mm-hmm.
And these are, Justin Fields.
Pass, babe.
Bryce Young.
Super pass, babe.
CJ Stroud.
Pass, babe.
Anthony Richardson. Davis Mills, Jacoby Brissett, Jarrett Stidham, Matt Jones, Josh Dobbs, Andy Dalton, Jameis Winston, Mason Rudolph, Cooper Rush.
Enough. Yeah, but we could get somebody in the draft. That 2027 class is going to be awesome.
Desmond Ridder.
Yeah, stop. No. Now, the draft class is going to be pretty special. That's going to be pretty special.
Well, how do you know that?
Well, I mean, the names are, you're right. We don't know. We have no idea. But some of the names that we're playing in college now are more some of the more dynamic players. But yeah, I got to see a hell of a lot more. I have no idea. No, and my point was about to be, I don't want any of them compared to a 32-year-old Baker Mayfield in his prime. Now, if Baker gets beat up over the next couple of years, that's a totally different story. And again, I'm not saying that Baker Mayfield is the end-all be-all. I'm saying he's good he's good enough to win a Super Bowl, and let's everybody else get off their ass and let's build a defense and get a good defense and see what happens. He ain't the problem. Right. And I'll tell you this, if you start chasing other quarterbacks, you're going to have a problem. You know what you have in Baker, and it's pretty damn good. And it's a great fit, and he's a great leader. All those intangibles mean something. The energy he brings to the team, you can absolutely nitpick Baker all you want, and I get it. But I think where the Bucs sit right now, quarterback is not their problem. It is not their problem. It's a humongous asset. And you better lock it up before it gets even more expensive. That's my point.
So for the sake of argument, here are your top 6 quarterbacks in the draft class of 2027. Julian Sayin?
Just saying.
See if I can make this bigger for everybody there. That's what she said. Julian Sayin, Dante Moore, Arch Manning, Jaden, the dude from SC, I can't say his last name, Maeva, Lenora Sellers, and Dylan Raiola.
Yeah, exactly.
We think they're going to be really good, but we don't know that.
We have no idea. Hell, half of those guys, I guarantee you, are going to crap the bed this year.
Yes, Dante Moore's not going to be worth a crap this year.
They'll have bad seasons because there'll be all new players around them. There'll be injuries. Things won't go well. Just know. Yeah. You know, and it doesn't, by the way, it doesn't keep you from drafting one of those guys later on in the draft process. So I'd like to see them get somebody to start developing. But I'm also noticing that some players taken further down the list and not the top quarterbacks are starting to develop into decent quarterbacks. And of course, there's always the cast-off route, which is starting to pay dividends, obviously, with Sam Darnold winning a Super Bowl. So, and what is the number with the other day? 20, I think Nathan or someone posted this, 20 quarterbacks, 20, 21 quarterbacks drafted by their team have won the Super Bowl. So obviously 40 quarterbacks, roughly 2/3 of the quarterbacks that win Super Bowls weren't even drafted by their team. No. And we all think that, you've got to go, be at the top 5, get your quarterback in order to win a Super Bowl. That's not true. It's not true at all. There's lots of other ways to do it. And I think we need to start opening our mind to that a little bit more, quite frankly. And to that point, Baker is plenty good enough. Let's work on the other stuff. But, and I see it all the time. And national public, they're not winning a Super Bowl with Baker Mayfield quarterback. Really? Bet you said Seattle ain't winning a Super Bowl with Sam Darnold quarterback.
Oh my God,
Same guy.
right? Perfect example.
Same guy.
And the last time the Bucs drafted a quarterback to try to develop him to be the future, I think his name was Kyle Trask.
Yeah.
How'd that work out for you? And by the way, the next 6 names on that class of 27 quarterback list impressed me way more than the first 6.
Who are those guys?
Sam Levitt, now at LSU. John Mateer, OU. Brendan Sorsby, now formerly at Cincinnati, now at Texas Tech. DJ Lagway, who kind of doesn't really have a team, right? I mean, is he going back to Florida? I don't know.
Yeah, has he signed somewhere?
I think it says Florida, so I'm assuming he's still back at Florida. Nico Iamaleava, can't pronounce the last name, at UCLA, and Darian Mensah.
Iamaleava.
/ still has him at Duke, but
yeah. There you go.
I kind of like some of those names better than some of the other names.
Well, there's going to be some good quarterbacks there. But again, even those guys, you're going to draft a rookie and he's going to take you to a Super Bowl? That ain't happening. Even those guys are 3, 4, 5 years away from winning a Super Bowl. So again, what are your choices here?
What was the list that I read off that the guys that make it in year 2 of their careers never go back, much less with the same team, right? You know that. Yeah. So to me, quarterback in the NFL is becoming what we're realizing quarterback in college, right? I don't think, and I keep meaning to bring this up when we have Charlie Strong on, because I'd love his opinion of this from a recruiting standpoint, because he dealt with a lot of that, obviously, in college. I think recruiting top-notch 5-star quarterbacks and spending money and time on that is going away in college. I don't see any reason for that, because you could just go get a guy that's already developed.
Exactly.
You can go get the guy that threw.
You don't have to go through the growing pains.
No, you can just go pay him the money and bring him in, and you already know what he is, rather than spending all this time and money on a 5-star high school player that's never played collegiately and you really don't know. You can just go get a guy that somebody else recruited and brought in that's already proven.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to recruit 5-star quarterbacks anymore, and I think that's how it is in the NFL. I think you're more likely to go find a guy coming off his rookie deal that you already like, or anybody that's a free agent, and you're just going to win that way.
Exactly. Totally agree. And you're evaluating guys with their tape in college as opposed to their high school tape, which, they could be playing, the little white Catholic boys every week.
I mean, look at the difference in Arch Manning. Look, and I'm a Manning guy, right? I love the Manning family. I named one of my kids Eli. Okay. Look at the tape and the hype around Arch Manning in high school.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, the number 1 recruit most of his, since 8th grade.
Yeah.
Partly because he's a Manning, but if you look at Manning's tape in high school, he dominated everybody. But those aren't college guys.
Right.
And he finally gets a chance to start in the SEC. Look at the year that he had. And I think he'll bounce back. I think he got a lot better as the season went on.
He did, this is a smart family that they could have jumped to the NFL and he'd probably be the first overall pick. Maybe because they'd be, we're going to develop him. We're going to, but that's not what he needs. And you don't want to develop at the NFL level. No. Be smart, stay in college, get paid, and develop at that level. Experience. And then keep working. Get. If I were him, I'd stay 2 more years, depending on how this year went. You're making $8-10 million a year. Why not? Don't move up in class until you're ready to do so. And let's not forget, this is a man's sport.
Yep.
As aviation said, CJ Stroud had the greatest rookie season of all time, and 2 years later is being kicked to the curb by Texans fans. Winning in the men's league is tough. Yeah. This is the men's league. And it ain't for the faint of heart or the frail.
You part of that.
Yeah.
Part of that for CJ Stroud, because I covered the Texans his rookie year. Nick Caserio went out and spent all of the money in free agency on the offensive line for his rookie year. Last year, everybody was freaking hurt. He didn't have an offensive line to save his life, and he looked awful. Now, he can get back to form, I think, when he's got protection, but he's a guy, he played at Ohio State. He had protection. He had huge guys in front of him his whole collegiate career. Yeah. Rebuild that offensive line in Houston, or if he goes somewhere else, just put a decent line in front of him, just like any quarterback, and I think he'll be fine.
Makes a huge deal.
Just goes to show you the uptick in the speed of the game from the NFL to college is probably more than there is even from high school to college, I think. It's just guys are bigger and faster.
Yeah.
And if you can't adjust to it, Jaden Daniels had a step back. Part of that was injuries, his second year. So it's It's just, you can't tell, man. It's just tough with all these guys.
Absolutely, 100%. It's very difficult to predict quarterback success from college to pro. Very, very difficult. Rick says, well, you don't have to worry about Bucs chasing quarterbacks. Todd doesn't believe in that.
It's kind of true, yeah.
Joel retorts, Todd's the best DC in the league. What are you talking about?
Come on, Joel.
We got lots of tongues and cheeks here this morning, don't we?
Wear out my room shot button.
Tampa guy says the average quarterback is going for 53 a year, JP. You're not going to get him for 40. No way.
He thinks more?
I thought that might be a little low. So I don't think he's going to bust the bank. And if you get him this offseason where he's coming off, not a great second half of the season, and even though we know that was very injury related, I think in the scheme of negotiations, again, you'll never get him cheaper than you will right now. I don't know what that number is. Maybe it's 53. I can't believe the average quarterback is making 53. Is that right, Timmy?
I'm looking it up right now. That seems really high to me.
Yeah. But with the new salary cap, I think obviously all the salaries have come up. But let me see what Rick says number one on Spotify, pitch roofing collab with Tim, Star Spangled Roofing.
I don't think they can.
Wow. Can't wait to hear that.
They can't
AI the hell out of that. John Hill says total NHL contract values. Team Canada, 189 million. And Team USA, 199 million.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, of course we have. Ours is more expensive because we're the big brother. Little Canada. Mike H says Charlotte City Council agreed to a joint $800 million renovation plan to Bank of America Stadium. Jacksonville City Council approved a $1.4 billion renovation of Everbank Stadium. Yeah, Mike, but these teams don't bring any money or cachet to the city. It's a waste of money, according to Field of Schemes and all your other Shadow of Stadium people. All the academics, they know. They've run businesses. Well, wait, no. They've signed people's checks. Never. No, they know all about them. They sit in their computer rooms and come up with algorithms that say stadiums aren't worth it, yet we keep building them all around the world, by the way, not just in the United States, all around the world. 15 cities lined up to take the Rays and their owners that want to spend and invest $8 to $10 billion in the city. But we don't want to do it because we want to give money to billionaires. It's called investing. Investing. Thank you for that, Mike H. I appreciate that. What else we got here? Any more Baker stuff? Aviation says with cap rising 160 for 4 sounds right. Okay. We already did that one. Here's another one. Nathan says Baker didn't like Grizzard's offense at the end of the season. Grizzard effed up the chemistry of the team. Just look at the issues on the O-line, communication with quarterback and wide receivers, lack of tight end plays, and more. Nathan, I have not given this enough thought, to be quite honest with you. And I think you're spot on. There was a disconnect at the end of the year with the offense. But I think that was more to do with the head coach.
Yeah.
Remember the 30 runs against the Panthers thing? I'm not absolving Grizzard. I'm not absolving Grizzard at all because I think there were definite issues there. But I think a lot of the issues came from a meddling head coach. Now, it's the head coach's purview, obviously, to do whatever the hell he wants. But it certainly didn't help the offense. And if you have... Let's just put it this way. I hope Bowles stays out of Zach Robinson's way. There doesn't need to be
cross your fingers.
There doesn't need any shenanigans there.
By the way, JP, the average salary for the starting quarterbacks in the NFL, this excludes rookies and it excludes backups, last year for 2025 was $44 million.
$44 million for starting quarterback. Yeah, so you're probably not getting Baker at 40.
Get him for under 50?
I hope. Hey, listen, if Tom Brady never made the average salary, I hope Baker has that attitude.
I mean, he's already shown he's a team-friendly guy, right? He took a little bit less money so they could sign Mike.
Yep.
Maybe he'll say that again. Look, if we can get Mike back, I'll take this. Give me some offensive linemen. I'll take this, whatever that number is, Then he goes home and gets yelled at by his wife and his agent.
Yeah.
But so?
I'm a team player. In like 40 million, is that enough? By
Maybe
the way,
they let him live in the
40 million
stadium. Maybe they let him live in the stadium, and that's free rent, like he did in Cleveland.
40 million, 50 million Canadian, or 55 million New York, or 60 million California. No joke.
Oh, he doesn't
Not a
live in
joke.
Canada.
Oh, my favorite person is back. Muslim Adam Sandler says the new Rays owner is not Vinnick or Steve Cohen. Stalin would be better than Stu. We didn't spend any money this offseason. It doesn't matter. They need to pay for a stadium, not mutually exclusive. Boy, there's a lot here. But thank you for the juice, Muslim Adam Sandler.
By the way, 44 million American dollars is 61 million Canadian dollars.
Jeez, oh Pete. Wow. That's a lot. That's a lot.
Right.
But you get free health care, Timmy. Free health care.
Get in line.
Yeah. And if you piss off the government, they'll lock up your bank account too.
That's right.
Yeah.
I mean, they do that here.
That's
too.
democracy. Okay, Muslim Adam Sandler. Let me just tell you something. Is he just said that the Rays aren't going to spend, the new owners aren't going to spend any money. If I don't know how he knows that. Like, do you know them? Have they told you that? How do you know that? Are you clairvoyant?
And if you are, I have a lot of I'd like next week's lottery numbers, please.
Crystal ball. So what I would say is this. I do know them, and I have talked to them, and I do believe they are sincere when they say they're going to build this mega complex and they're going to put much of the money back into the team. I believe them because I know some of them personally, and they're honest men of integrity. So I believe them to this point. And until they show me differently, I'm going to believe them. Same thing I said about Stu, but he showed us differently. And we'll wait. Unfortunately, we can't predict the future. Maybe you can. You are Muslim Adam Sandler, after all. But I cannot. Pretty good at it, but no, I don't know for sure. I'm going to believe what they tell me. And I'm watching their actions very carefully. And so far, everything they've done, and I would refer you back to the Mayor Buckhorn interview, has had a lot of interactions with these guys, privy to a lot of the negotiations that are going on. Same with, obviously, Mayor Castor. Everybody that's dealt with them has nothing but glowing things to say about these new owners. And if they tell me that they're going to build this mega mixed-use complex and use portions of that money and profits to put back into the team in terms of payroll, I'm going to believe them. Because I know this. Would you invest, $8 to $10 billion and then run a crappy restaurant? No, people won't come. So if you build this whole thing and you skimp on your team and they are just losers and nobody wants to come see them, that's not good business. It's not good business. I'm not saying you had to win a World Series every year, but obviously being competitive and filling your stadium is going to bring you more money. So why would they want to skimp? I think you're so used to being fooled by Stu Sternberg that you just figure everybody's that way. And that's not the truth. There are other people that are, honorable and have integrity and truly want what's best for the community and make a legacy project and do something that is a win-win for everybody. And I believe that's what this group is. And until they show me differently, that's what I'm going to believe. I believed it about Jeffrey Vinnick, and we were right.
Yeah.
We were right. I believe these guys are way more like Vinnick, and that's what they've shown so far, than they are Stu Sternberg. And I've spoken with people within the organization that worked there, that worked under Stu, and now are working under these guys. And they're like, they're really great. They're fantastic. We really love these guys. And these are people that had nice things to say about Stu that work for them. But they're like, now they're like, yeah, he was okay, but these guys are amazing. And it just look at what they've done so far. In 20 years, Stu couldn't build the goodwill that these guys have built in 5 months with our local elected officials and business people. 5 months. They've wooed everybody over. And I know it's, we'll see what the deal looks like. And there's a long way to go. But again, why not be optimistic and judge these people in a favorable way until they show you differently? Why be negative? You have no idea what they're going to spend, Muslim Adam Sandler, unless you have that crystal ball. I want to see it. Unless you have some type of Quran with your Muslimness that is predicting the future, and I don't believe that to be the case.
No.
So unless you have any other information, let's just be positive. Come on, dog. Doesn't cost anything to be positive. So they show you differently. All right, I'm being told to break. And that's what we're going to do. We are brought to you by the great folks at Italiano Insurance, 877-7799. That's where you go, 813-877-7799. You'll get a great customer service person that will walk you through the whole process of doing that insurance checkup. You tell them what you have, what your coverage is, and then they'll go shop all the dozens of companies that they have, some that have come into the marketplace offering lower rates, and they'll get you with somebody that can save you money. It's not just what you make, it's what you keep, especially these days, folks. So if you can save money on those huge insurance bills, why not do it? It's a free call. Italiano Insurance, 813-877-7799. Great folks over there. Not going to upsell you or any of that nonsense, and not dealing with some website you don't know how to use. ItalianoInsurance.com. Back in 3. Well, the folks at Third Generation Plumbing and AC want to say thanks for making them so dadgum busy. Of course, advertising on your favorite Tampa Bay sports talk show helps, but it's their incredible customer service, honesty, and integrity that have earned them tons of 5-star reviews. And now you could be part of the team at Third Generation. Yes, they are so slammed, they need to hire more certified AC technicians and plumbers. It's a great family business to work for. My buddy John Rodriguez runs an old school family business since 1995. They pay well, give you all the holidays off, and they offer great benefits. No cold corporate atmosphere here. You're part of the family. If this sounds cool to you, call them and apply at 813-961-8024, or you can email your resume in at thirdgenerationplumbing.com. Just go to the website, you'll see the button, email them, or call them at 813-961-8024. And don't forget about the $169 yearly maintenance special. It's a no-brainer, guys. thirdgenerationplumbing.com, and they also do AC.
Ciao, Paolo Tini here, owner of Caffè Paradiso, voted number 3 People's Choice Award on Open Table. I want to thank all our loyal family of customers that have been enjoying our great traditional Italian dishes we make from scratch every day. It's a great family story we're proud of. Our family moved from Rimini, Italy in 1984. My dad, Caesar, started Donatello, and that's where I got the start in the restaurant business. I started Caffè Paradiso on South McDill in 1995, and we've been there ever since. From our traditional ossobuco, a veal slow roast for 4 hours, to our daily fresh catch, the Gruppo Paradiso, with a piccata sauce and lobster claw meat, homemade pasta like lasagna, farfalle salchicha, which is a bow tie pasta homemade with fresh sausage. Hold on a minute, JP's favorite.
I love it.
So come and have a glass of wine with me on South McDill. Get a reservation on Open Table and see all our 5-star reviews. Ciao, see you soon at Paradiso.
Welcome to Kingmakers, home of the JP Peterson Show studio and Tampa's premier business networking and social club for members only. By day, it's an exclusive, vibrant co-working space with a stylish conference room, focus rooms, a full production studio, and an in-house marketing team. And by night, Kingmakers transforms into a sports-centric social hub with a full sports bar, golf simulator, and exclusive events. For young entrepreneurs and seasoned professionals, it's the perfect place to work hard, play hard, and make big moves in Midtown Tampa. Close the deal, celebrate the win. Only at Kingmakers. Become a member today at kingmakerstampa.com. Your business, your club. Hey, JP here for my concierge medical professional, Chris Lugo, PA. You've heard him on the show for a couple of years where he shares invaluable medical, nutritional, and supplement advice. With Chris, it's like having a medical provider as your best friend. What I love about this concierge service is the convenience and support he offers. I can text or call him 24/7 with any questions or concerns, and he'll promptly call in a prescription if needed. No office visits or copays required. It gives me peace of mind knowing I have someone genuinely invested in my health, not just focused on insurance profits. And the best part, the Bay Area Modern Medical Center's personal concierge service is more affordable than you might think. Don't let insurance companies dictate your health care. Take control of your health and wellness today. Visit BAMMC.com for more information and to schedule your initial free consultation. Empower yourself and take charge of your personal health with BAMMC.com.
Sunny days or stormy nights, roofing problems out of sight. In Florida we stand so tall, pitch roofing, we do it all. Pitch roofing, roofing done right, for your home, day and night. When the hurricanes roll in, we've got the top that's gonna win. Protect your house from wind and rain. Choose pitch roofing, never in vain. Pitch roofing, roofing done right, for your home, day and night. Call us now for peace of mind. Top service you'll ever find. Pitch roofing won't let you fall. We're the best, just make that call. Pitch roofing, roofing done right, for your home, day and night.
Let's go.
Right now, back to the show on FanStream Sports.
All right, welcome back to the JP Peterson Show, brought to you by the great folks at Genesis of Tampa. Man, they got so much going on February. They have a raffle. They have a raffle every month. It's a diamond ring giveaway. That's right. Get a brand new diamond ring, a real diamond ring. Just drive in, and you can test drive any vehicle. We'll 10X your entry. And if you walk in there, the 801 East Bears Avenue, and say JP sent you, they'll 20X it. 20X it. That's what they'll do. Also, February is Black History Month at Genesis of Tampa. We're dedicated to the C3 commitment, to our promise to serve our customers, community, and charities. I love that about them. That being said, for the entire month of February, a portion of all vehicle purchases will go towards Tampa's Black History Museum. How about that? And here's a really good one. To show extra love to our customers for Valentine's Day, first of all, drive in any vehicle January 12th to 14th, and you get a free Valentine's-themed T-shirt just for coming in, as well as $250 off your vehicle purchase. And if you buy on the 14th, you'll get $250 to cover a dinner for two that night. So go in, get $250 off your car, and they'll buy your dinner on Valentine's Day. How about that? That could be worth $1,000 right there.
Huh.
Go on in. And by the way, best cars, best value right there at Genesis of Tampa.
Love those Genesis. JP, can I throw some funny hockey tidbits at you here?
Please do.
Or just one?
Please do.
You know, I'm always perusing X, formerly Twitter, and I find funny things from time to time. Are you a fan of Paul Bissonnette?
I am. Yeah.
Me too. I think he's funny on the broadcast. He's
Spitting chicklets guy.
Yeah. He's
very self-deprecating. I like
very
that.
self-deprecating,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
a lot of people have fun with him. I found a funny, and this has been sitting on my desktop for a while. I don't know why I didn't present it sooner. Found this funny kind of a back and forth between him and the great Butch Goring, who, if you're young, you don't know who that is. He was a former player, former coach, and instrumental in those Islanders 80s teams, just big time, right? So Paul Bissonnette was at a Buffalo Sabres game, and I don't know his history in Buffalo. He never played there, but Butch took a picture of the Jumbotron where it listed Paul's career achievements. All right. And Paul Bissonnette didn't play very long. Here you go.
Or very well.
Look, so on the Jumbotron at what used to be Marine Midland Arena, I don't know what the hell it's called now, 6 NHL seasons, 202 games played, 22 points, tied for 4,192nd in NHL history, 0.03 career goals per game, two-time
ECHL All-Star. There you go.
So Butch Goring posted that. I just wanted to congratulate you on an outstanding career. And Paul Bissonnette just replies, "You MFer." I laughed way too hard at this when I saw it.
That's great. That's the way he's brought this to the broadcast now where they bring on guys and hockey, the locker room talk in hockey is among the best you'll find.
Oh my God, yes. Yeah.
Guys are absolutely effing brutal. I mean, if you have some scar somewhere, whatever that nobody, it's not like, oh, don't mention it. It's like, oh no, we're going to mention everything is fair game with the hockey game. And they've kind of brought this to the broadcast now.
Yeah.
Like they'll talk about guys' hairs and receding hairlines and other things. And, with subtext on it, even Coop gets into it with these guys, but they've brought hockey talk, like locker room talk, to the actual air. And I'm here for it. I think it's absolutely, because hockey guys are just absolutely brutal to each other. And listen, if they're not taking shots at you, beware. That you're out of the club. Yeah. If they're taking shots at you, you're one of them. You don't want to be that guy that they're not talking about, that they're not making fun of, because then you're out of the club.
Kind of how we are here on FanStream Sports.
Oh, absolutely.
Everything's fair game, right?
Everything's fair game.
We fun of each other, rightfully so.
We laugh at ourselves. Yeah,
we put our junk out there, for everybody, especially you guys.
Whoa, yeah, you tried to do that the other day, and I had to nix that. Well, you did. You
tried to put my junk out there.
You put your scar, your
Valentine's Day
scar.
JP. Everybody's putting everybody's junk everywhere.
There we go.
Hey, by the way, I added a fourth date. I now have
fourth date for your Valentine's Day weekend. Attaboy.
I have a fourth now. I still
don't
know how
to
do this correctly.
So you have Friday night brunch and then dinner on Saturday. So we've added a fourth. Where?
I've added a fourth.
Sunday brunch?
An early Friday.
Oh, Friday.
Yeah.
Are you even doing the show on Friday? Do you have to prep?
Yeah. I'm off the air at 11 a.m. my time here, okay?
Well, is that enough prep time for you? Do I need to give you the day off?
I don't need prep time for this date.
Oh, damn. I hope she's not watching.
I hope not, too.
Yeah, because if she is, that date's over.
Found out one of them was the other day when we were talking about this, so I kind of got called out from that one. And I'm like, oh, so do you need to cancel? She's like, oh, no, we're going to go through with it. I'm like, okay.
She's taking that free meal. Hell yeah.
Heck yeah.
Here's a very interesting I love these type from John Hill, and I know of what he speaks is true. Says, my theory of Bucs play after bye week. Head coach knows defense is not doing its job, so head coach instructs offense to burn clock, running the ball, and not to pass. Confirmed by John Gruden during dinner at Fleming's.
There you go.
That's where we get our best stuff right there, Johnny. Dinner at Fleming's. Bell's like, ooh, dinner at Fleming's with Gruden. Nice.
Very nice.
Bell. She's married. He's married.
She's got a new.
Judging by your new photo, you are too.
No, let's just say that's her brother. Okay, and they're very close. We're just going to assume that's your brother.
That. You just crushed all the hopes of the Petermans, Bell. I hope you know that by changing your avatar.
How dare you?
How dare you? Who is that guy?
It's her brother. It's her cousin she hadn't seen in a while.
David Terry says, I bet Tim's date's so excited about going out to Applebee's.
David,
the brilliance of the whole thing is he doesn't even change the booth. He just this is just a rotational. Like the girls leave and then the next one comes in and he orders something else on the menu.
That's genius. I wish I would have thought of that. But none of the four are going to Applebee's. Look, I don't take you to Applebee's on a first date. That is rare. That's like fifth date. You've got to earn the Applebee's date. All right. You don't get to go to Applebee's on the first date. If
she'll stick around after the Applebee's date, this is what you got to figure out.
My first dates consist of the Kroger grocery store, either salad bar or the sushi bar. You take your pick, and then we sit in the little seating area by the salad bar. That is date number one for most people.
Kroger?
Dude, Kroger's got a great salad bar and sushi. I'm not going to lie.
Really?
Yes.
We don't have Kroger's here, so.
It's like a Publix, So, I mean, stuff at
Publix has it. Publix has a really. I was in there the other day, and at the one in on South Howard, they have a wing bar now.
Oh my God, I'm in.
A wing bar. This goes me. I used to do these remotes at Buffalo Wild Wings, I think it was.
Yeah.
Buffalo Wild Wings, one of these Buffalo franchises, and they were out in Citrus Park, and they had an all-you-can-eat wing bar on every lunch day, and it was like $8. It was like $7.99 for a tea, fry, and all-you-can-eat wings. And I was like, oh yeah, we're definitely doing remotes there. And it had every different type of wing, lemon pepper, barbecue teriyaki, it had everything, and just all you can eat. Oh my God, it was fantastic. So they got them now. It's not all you can eat at Publix, but damn, those wings look good. Wings and a little drum.
So a bit of a warning, JP. Do not mention Buffalo Wild Wings in the presence of Johnny Gerber.
What?
It's a sore spot.
Oh, sorry.
So Buffalo Wild Wings was
of course I will next time I see him.
Was formed in Columbus, Ohio,
in the true hockey tradition. Yes,
and FanStream Sports.
Yeah,
Johnny was part of the original investment group.
Oh,
and backed out.
Oh,
otherwise Johnny would have Buffalo Wild Wings money supporting FanStream Sports behind us here.
No, he never would have seen FanStream Sports because he'd have killed himself 3 times over.
So it's a little touchy when you mention every time he's in town. I'm like, hey, let's go eat lunch at Buffalo Wild Wings. He's like, F you.
Thomas Casper says the press box has a vodka lunch bar.
Oh my God.
The press box it's a special place.
So there's a place here
and it's just not like, I mean that in a kind of half joking way.
Right.
No windows.
Oh,
you go into that bar at any time of day, morning.
You don't even know
7
what time
a.m.
it is, huh?
Yeah, it's an interesting crowd.
It's kind of why they put no windows in casinos. They don't want you to know what time of day, how long you've been there.
Yeah. Press box it's an acquired taste.
There's a place here in town that I frequent quite a bit called the Revel Bar and Grill, and it's they've got on Sundays they've got a really good brunch set up where they've got the Bloody Mary bar, and you can literally order whatever vodka you want from the bar, and they just give it to you in the glass. They don't even put ice in it. There's ice if you want ice in it, you can put however much ice you want in it, and then they have the full table, the spread of anything you want to put. In your Bloody Mary.
Love that.
And if there's something that's not there, you just tell them and they'll give it to you.
Love that.
Yeah, it's like $19 unlimited Bloody Marys.
Holy shit. Oh. Yeah. So when you belly up to a Bloody Mary bar, what's your go-to?
So if I'm drinking a Bloody Mary because I'm hungover, I'm just going standard vodka. Standard spicy mix. I'll throw some pepper in it. I'll throw some Tabasco in it. Or not Tabasco. I like Louisiana hot sauce or what we have here. I don't know if y'all have Texas Pete's in Florida.
Yeah, Texas Pete. Yeah.
One of my favorite.
So far, so good.
Yep. And then I don't do any vegetables. I'll throw a slice of bacon in it.
Bacon's good. No celery.
Yeah. And then again, and this is a hangover Bloody Mary. So I'm not going all out. And then I'll chug the first one.
Well, first of all, you've ruined it already. The key ingredient you totally left out.
Okay.
2 key ingredients actually.
Okay.
Like 3. I'm Worcestershire. You have to have Worcestershire.
Oh well, that's a given. That's in the
okay. All right,
okay.
Right.
No,
you missed that one.
Okay.
And I gotta have celery. That's celery. Celery. Oh yeah.
I don't eat celery. And if you put it near my food or my drink, I'm out.
I gotta have the celery there, and then bacon, yeah, and then you gotta have the big olives, the blue cheese olives,
the green olives, yeah,
the big with the stuffed blue cheese in them.
Either the blue cheese or the jalapeno. I like the jalapeno stuff.
Yeah, jalapeno is good. I like the blue cheese and let them sit in there, vodka for a little bit,
and I do. I go more all out when I'm just trying to enjoy my Bloody Mary. Yeah, I will do a lot more to it, and I'll put a higher quality vodka in it, and I will, I'll put all that stuff in it, and I'll eat the olives out of it, and I'll eat the bacon. But man, if I'm just hungover, I need to fix it.
It is the best.
Kind of the bare minimums, and I just slam it.
It is a great hangover.
I freaking love Bloody Mary.
So
we also
go
had
to a charity golf tournament. and they have the first thing. All-Star tournament always has a Bloody Mary bar. It's fantastic. But that's the first thing I'm going for, that Bloody Mary station, the Tito's Bloody Mary station. Perfect. Absolutely. That's how you get the morning going.
We have another barbecue place here that does like a barbecue brunch, and they do bottomless mimosas. Or poinsettias. So you just order you get a carafe of champagne and however many glasses you want. It's $10. Not per. That's it. A carafe of champagne for your table. You get the champagne glasses, and then they'll put a big deal of orange juice and a big deal of cranberry juice right there on your table. And you just mix them as you go, however much you want until it's gone. You order another round. They bring in 3 more carafes full of it for $10, man. I didn't know I could get drunk on mimosas.
You can.
Holy
That's a hangover, though. That's the champagne. If it's bad champagne or if it's even mid, you can. That could be a nasty one.
Yeah, I didn't get really sick from it. I just got really drunk from it. I don't know what kind of.
Could do it. Yeah. We have an update, a Bell update. Not my husband and not my brother. Let's just say showing Valentine's
date. Man, she is a loyal, not even girlfriend.
Wow.
Like a dater.
Not even your boyfriend, and you put him on your avatar there.
I think you might be giving him false hope, though, Bella. I don't know what the situation is.
Of course, he's in love with you, right? Of course.
Yeah, but if he wasn't before, you're in. He may propose this weekend. I'm just based on this.
Watch out. Then what happens with the avatar? Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, we want to know.
But I applaud your loyalty to the date.
Yeah. Yeah, my wife's avatar doesn't even have me on it. Just saying. JP, McCabe's in Bradenton has the best Bloody Mary bar. They serve them up on Saturday and Sunday mornings. Come to town. We will throw some down. Ooh, that's a thing of the past. Like, you don't see a good Bloody Mary bar anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I like it. McCabe's is a great spot, by the way. We did a remote there one time. Really, really cool spot down there. I believe that's the name of it.
I think Ashley's Facebook profile still says single.
Probably does this week for sure. Danny Boy says they don't fool around with their meats in Texas. I can tell you that after being there. They don't play with their meat in Texas?
I mean, we do, but the restaurants don't. Look, I've been to some Bloody Mary bars that have brisket for your Bloody Mary.
Yeah. I've seen that. We're getting a little weird.
And liquid smoke? Have you ever put liquid smoke in your Bloody Mary?
That's kind of like Worcestershire, isn't it?
Along with the Worcestershire. Yeah, but it's smokier flavor. But I've used both. I think they're great. Danny
Boy's always bringing up McDivitt's wings. Yes, they're good. But they're not as good as River. Sorry. They're just not. Mike H said before COVID, Wegmans had a 30-seat bar in the middle of the grocery store. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
COVID ruined everything. So many things for those of you who abided. So
it's all your fault.
Yeah. All right. What else did we want to get to? Do we have a score? Oh, we got to take a break because Tim's coming on. And then we'll check in on Canada and Czechia as they're already playing this morning. All right. Quick break. We'll come back on the other side. We are brought to you by the great folks at Kingmakers Tampa, which is the beautiful place we're sitting in right now. We have this production studio that you can use. We have a conference room. We have private offices, shared office space, sports bar, a golf simulator. All this can be yours if you become a member at kingmakerstampa.com. Go there and check it out. Back in 3. Italiano Insurance would like to congratulate the Bucs on their 50th anniversary season. And you know what? We've been here for every season and then some, over 60 years in business. We've seen some smart coaches with great game plans, but if you don't have flood insurance or business insurance, that's a terrible game plan. That could ruin you financially. You don't want to take that L. So call 813-877-7799 and let their friendly agents quarterback your insurance and save you big money. Italiano also sponsors our FSU report every week, so go Noles. 813-877-7799 or go to italianoinsurance.com. Experience the art of driving at Genesis of Tampa, where luxury meets innovation and every detail is crafted for you. From the bold G70 to the refined GV80, Genesis delivers power, elegance, and technology years ahead of its time. Book service online, and our Genesis Experience advisors will pick you up and drop off your vehicle. If available, you can enjoy a courtesy car while yours gets a complimentary interior vacuum plus a generous offer for your trade. Every new Genesis comes with the Miracle Advantage Plan, 10 years or 250,000 miles of powertrain warranty and 4 years of complimentary maintenance. Visit us at 801 East Bears Avenue or online at genesisoftampa.com. Genesis of Tampa, luxury redefined.
Sports fans, it's time to gear up. Head to fanstreamsports.com and check out our brand new merchandise store. We're talking bold t-shirts, 3/4 zips, hoodies, hats, mugs, and more. Everything you need to rep your favorite shows and your favorite crew. Whether you're rolling with the JP Peterson Show in Tampa Bay, From the Rough in Dallas, the Tim May Show featuring Clay Hall, or the Jeff Thidoff Show in Ohio, or any of our FanStream Sports original programming, we've got the perfect look for game day and every day. So don't wait. fanstreamsports.com. Click merch and grab your gear now. Wear the stream, live the stream, fanstreamsports.com.
All right, guys, don't screw this up. It's Valentine's Day, and the first decision you make is go to the Gold and Diamond Source, where right now you can buy one, get one 40% off during their exclusive Valentine's promotion. Express your love with exquisite jewelry from the Gold and Diamond Source, where they have the largest selection of engagement rings. And here's where it gets really good. Starting on Friday at the Open, you can get a $1,000 gift card, and they will match it with another $1,000 gift card. Get $2,000 worth of spending power for just $1,000. Then at 6 o'clock, it goes down to $500. The $500 card match goes from 6 o'clock until close. So get in there on Friday up to 6 o'clock. It's a $1,000 gift card. They'll match it, giving you up to $2,000 in immediate spending power. Then after 6 o'clock, it's $500, and they'll match it and give you up to $1,000 in spending power. Don't miss it. It's Valentine's Day, and the only place to shop is at the Gold and Diamond Source, 3800 Olmerton Road, always online at thegoldendiamondsource.com.
It's the love you give only at Gold and Diamond Source.
JP here for Riveters, our new official sports bar and grill of the JP Peterson Show. And just like our show, no BS, no corporate chain feel, just amazing, authentic folks serving great comfort food in a casual atmosphere at unheard of prices. Riveters is located just south of Raymond James and Steinbrenner Field on Dale Mabry, walking distance to the park, so free parking, great place for pregame and postgame. Let's talk about fresh food. Nothing is frozen. Burgers, wings, prime rib, roasted fresh daily, never frozen. That makes a huge difference. The mahi, the salmon, also super fresh. All our sauces are original recipes made in-house. Our Warhawk chili and fully loaded potato soup is made fresh in-house. It's the best food anywhere, served by people who actually care. Riveters on Dale Mabry, just north of 275, just south of where the Bucs and Rays play. We'll see you there. Hey folks, Rays baseball and the summer heat will be here before you know it. So don't let your AC unit strike out and cost you hundreds or thousands for an emergency repair. Get a 1-year maintenance plan from Third Generation Plumbing and AC for just $169. Though will come out twice a year and service your unit. Clean the drain line, make sure it's running to peak efficiency. If you need an emergency repair, it's going to cost you hundreds, if not thousands more. It's a no-brainer, guys. Just call the great friendly folks at Third Generation. They work with American Standard Heating and Cooling to ensure you have the most efficient and durable units. Their split systems offer the highest efficiency available while reducing energy bills and maximizing comfort. So choose my guys, John Rodriguez and PJ at Third Generation, along with American Standard Heating and Cooling. Don't wait for the emergency that'll cost you thousands. Call Third Generation Plumbing and American Standard. 813-961-8024. That's 813-961-8024 or thirdgenerationplumbing.com.
Let's go.
Right now, back to the show on FanStream Sports.
All right, welcome back to the JP Peterson Show. Here as we roll on, I want to remind you that Valentine's Day is coming up on Saturday. Now, all of you may not have 6 dates this weekend like Timmy, but if you got one, you want to make it the best, right? So that special person, go to the Golden Diamond Source, get her something special. You can get something for yourself, and then you get something 40% off. Buy one, get one 40% off at the Valent, or you could get two things for her if you're really smart. And remember, if you're gonna get that engagement ring, you got to go over there. Great staff, great prices, great selection. They're not going to bully you into something you don't want. And get a real diamond. Don't get a fake diamond. Don't start your relationship that way. And the only place to go is the Gold and Diamond Source, 3800 Omerton Road. Always online at the goldendiamondsource.com. Tell them JP sent you. All right, time to go in the Wayback Machine with our good friend Tim May. For 42 years, he wrote for the Columbus Dispatch, and one crazy day in 1990, they dispatched him to Tokyo to watch a fight that was supposed to last one round, if that. Buster Douglas and Mike Tyson, and this man picked Buster Douglas to win that fight. The great Tim May. Nice hat we got working there, too.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah. I'm big on freebies.
Classic. Yeah.
Aren't we all?
You want to see my underwear?
Every media member, every time. Like we could go back to Socrates. Those media guys were taking free shit back then. How are you, Timmy?
I'm doing extremely well. Matter of fact, today the May family's going to probably grow by one, so I'm pretty fired up.
Nice.
Wow.
Congratulations.
Yeah. It may have already happened, but I'm not allowed to announce it. So.
Oops.
Okay. Are you going to have more grandchildren than Tim has children? Is that what's going on here?
Well, does Tim know how many children he has? That's the main question.
Well, 6 that we know of, right?
It's a mystery. Yeah, I have 6 that I know of.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, there you go.
No wonder he's never home.
He's a good dad. He's a good
I
dad.
try.
So, among other things we're going to chat about, this was a moment that we all remember where we were when we found out. And it wasn't like the internet or something popped up on our phone. You obviously knew before anybody in the world knew because you were right there. Tell us this story. This is an incredible story.
Well, Buster Douglas got added. His manager, John Johnson's really the guy. I mean, Buster had to fight the fight, but John Johnson just kept pestering Don King for another shot at a world championship and a shot at Mike Tyson. And Buster had lost to Tony Tucker for what might have been the IBF championship on an undercard of the Mike Tyson, Pinklin Thomas fight. I think a year and a half earlier at the was in the Las Vegas Hilton. Now it's the Westgate. And before that, of course, it was the International where Elvis Presley, held sway those many years at the beginning of the opening of the International. But that big hotel there that's now the Westgate in Las Vegas. Anyway, he kept pestering, and then there was supposed to be a fight between Mike Tyson and Razor Ruddock. I'm not going to give you the whole rundown because it's really stupid how complex it was. But Razor Ruddock had to back out because of some kind of illness or something. And so they said, okay, everybody knew that the big fight coming down the road was going to be Mike Tyson versus Evander Holyfield. And so they just decided to get Mike Tyson a payday in Tokyo.
Tune-up. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm going to explain this a little bit later if we have enough time. But, Tyson had a huge fan following in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
And so they said, well, we can sell tickets to that, right? So I think they sold maybe half, maybe a little bit more than that of the capacity of the Tokyo Dome, which reminds you, if you've ever been in it, it reminds you of the dome there in Tampa Bay.
Yeah, very much like Tropicana Field, yeah.
Yeah, except that's not an inflatable, is it? That's a
we have catwalks.
Tropicana, that's not inflatable.
We have the
anymore,
wonderful catwalks that the Balls hit all the time, yeah.
Yeah. But the
they're
bottom
very
line is,
similar,
yeah, bottom line is they set up this fight, and it was kind of hurriedly because I think the fight was like made in like late December, early January, and then the fight was on February the 11th in Tokyo, the 10th in the United States, if you follow my drift, because the fight actually started at 12:30 p.m. just after noon in Tokyo, which was weird to be covering a big time heavyweight championship fight
at lunchtime,
at 12:30 in the afternoon. Yeah. Along with a lot of other things being weird there in Tokyo. As I said, I lost about 8-9 pounds being there for like a week and a half because there was nothing there I wanted to eat. It smelled like half cooked fish. It was really, really odd. It was an interesting experience, but that's not where you asked me on. But anyway, so they made the fight hurriedly. Buster was already training pretty well, but Buster got in the best shape of his life, fellas, in the next month and a half. And then like around 2.5 weeks before the fight was supposed to happen, his mother died. And his mother had been dealing with some challenges, but nothing that told you she was going to die like that suddenly. And so Buster went through that, but he, stayed determined to get this fight with Mike Tyson. And so they go over there and they're training. I think they went over 2 weeks ahead of time. I went over about a little over a week ahead of time. And they're training there in Tokyo. And Buster is in, like I said, the best shape of his life, or the best shape since a long time ago.
Yeah.
And I always explain to people, Buster's dad was Bill Dynamite Douglas. And he was a longtime professional fighter, like a middleweight, maybe junior, maybe light heavyweight, but mainly not a big guy. But Buster inherited a lot of his capabilities, including when he was in shape and stuff. He had dynamite in both hands.
Yeah, he was big, man. How big was Buster? Was he like 6'3", 230?
When he weighed in for the Tyson fight, I think he was 6'3.5", 6'4", 231.
Damn. He had
been down.
Ripped.
Yeah. He had been down to like 226 before his mom passed away and stuff. But 231 was great shape for him. Remember, he ended up fighting Holyfield. I think he was 245 or something.
Yeah, he blew up quick.
That's when everybody when we're at the weigh-in there at the Mirage Hotel, as soon as they announced his weight, all these guys went running out of the weigh-in to put their bets down on Evander Holyfield. That was a strange time. That's a podcast for another day.
Yeah. So you're watching Buster during the week, and you're thinking, this guy's got a shot. He looks good.
No, I was watching him for the whole month and a half. I was watching him sprint like he looked like a linebacker. Yeah. He looked like a large linebacker back. So
you didn't pick him just because on a lark. Like, I'll go with the underdog here. This was like, this guy looks good, and he's fast.
Was he training in Columbus before he went over there? That's where he fought. That's where he trained out of. And obviously, you working for the Dispatch. And so, for everybody that doesn't know, he's from Columbus. Buster Douglas was born in Columbus. By the way, we share a birthday. By the way, that's why I'm great.
Good for you, man.
Yeah, and so that's the connection with Tim and the fight and everything is because Douglas is from Columbus. So,
but your nickname,
you've been able to watch him for a while. Yeah.
His name's Buster. Your nickname is Fisted, right? As in Tim Hamm Fisted. I'd known him
among others.
His dad brought him to the Dispatch one day to introduce him to me. Because he was now going to become a professional fighter. I'd known his dad for a long time. And he and I had a falling out after the loss to Holyfield. That's another story. I've lived a lot of lives. But the bottom line is, and Buster immediately dominated, like, the guys you first fight when you become a pro, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The tomato cans or whatever you want to nickname are. I think anybody's got the guts to step into a ring in their underwear with 2 gloves on to fight another human being. Yeah. He's got a lot of guts.
Yeah.
So
especially
I always
respect 6'4", 230. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, but Buster had this up and down career. It's really funny if you listen to the replay of the fight. Larry Merchant, me and John Johnson's son, John Johnson II, we actually stayed in the same hotel room over there in Tokyo. But he and I were talking to Larry Merchant. I think it was the night before the fight. It was a little get together, and he was asking that he didn't know anything about Buster. I mean, literally didn't know anything about him except that he was Mike Tyson's next victim.
Right.
And at one point, I said, well, what Buster's been kind of known as fighting up to or down to the level of his opponent. You've seen those guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so in the middle of the fight, you hear him actually utter that, I think, because he didn't know anything, at least he took good notes.
Yeah.
And so anyway, and it was all set up. You get over there, and then, Mike Tyson doesn't have the guys you've been used to around him because he's at a split, and he's clearly not in the best shape. You can just look at him and say he's not in the best shape of his life, whereas Buster was.
Yeah.
And it's just all kinds of things pointed to, Buster, if Buster can stay away from that uppercut, because Mike Tyson in my opinion, still has the greatest uppercut known to man.
Brutal.
But if you can stay away from the uppercut, and of course that sets up the 8th round pretty well, right? Because, but if you can stay away from that uppercut, you can beat this guy. Frank Bruno had shown that you can jab him, but Frank Bruno's problem was he was so afraid of getting hit by the reaction that he would jab and then back out. But what John Johnson and all of his, the support guys, J.D. McCauley and stuff that were training Buster noticed that when Frank Bruno hit him with a jab, Tyson would almost freeze. It would stop.
Yeah.
And instead of like, he's doing all this, but boom, and he stops. So he's right there to get hit again. I mean, it's just one of the little things they noticed as like a football team, they scouted coaches. They scouted this thing. So Buster goes into that ring. I mean, I picked him in a column that ran the day of the fight, whatever day that was, depending on what part of the world you lived in. I said Buster Douglas is going to win this fight unless, later on you got to add the unless, because one uppercut can end it when it comes to Mike Tyson. And I felt really good about it. And as I told, I think Tim heard me talk about this on an earlier podcast, my show this week, the Tim May Show, featuring Clay Hall, that Jeremy Shamp came in, I think on the 25th anniversary, and they did that 42-1 special for ESPN on it. And they talked to me ad nauseum, as I've done with a lot of these kind of shows over the years. The greatest upset in boxing history, always gets celebrated in some form or fashion. And they were wanting to know why I thought he could win. I go, well, I've known Buster for a long time, since he was a kid, really. Since he was part of the Lyndon McKinley state championship basketball team, right on down the line here in Columbus. And but then past that, I was embedded with him. That was back during the Iraq War, the stuff that was going on in Iraq and stuff. When you had embedded reporters, well, I was embedded with the Buster Douglas camp, and I saw this guy just not transform himself, but finally bring himself to almost peak condition.
Focus it in, yeah.
Yeah, so I picked him, and anyway, the 42-1 comes out, and it's like the only guy in their 42-1 documentary that picked him was that cab driver in Las Vegas that won that money on him, And I go, why, what? I mean, I sat with you for 3 hours, and it's what you got. And he told Dan Patrick, one of the reasons why they didn't include, even though they included me in it, they didn't include me picking him, was because, he was from Columbus.
So it was automatic. Yeah, like it was a hometown pick. Right?
Yeah, but my big line to that was, well, who knew Buster better than me?
Right, exactly.
And, I think nobody knew Ed Schuyler Jr. or something when he was going through customs I think it was Ed Schuyler Jr., worked for AP. When he was going through customs, suppose they had some kind of comment, well, how long do you think you're going to be in this country working? And he said about 12 seconds. He was there to cover the fight. So it was like, there weren't very many American sports writers there, maybe 6, maybe 5,
Wow.
And I was the only one from Columbus. But anyway, long story short, you can see Buster was in great shape.
Yeah.
If you knew Buster, if you knew his background, if you watched him move, just watch a replay of the fight, ladies and gentlemen,
and
great. Watch him move around.
Yeah.
But the main thing he did was he stepped into that ring with guts, meaning you've got to be apprehensive. If you're a human being, you've got to be apprehensive of getting hit by a Mike Tyson uppercut, because I really truly believe that guy could occasionally kill people,
Oh, absolutely.
with one shot.
Yeah.
But Buster was not afraid to stand there and jab and then go again.
Yeah.
Okay. And see how quick that was? I could have been a boxer.
That was quick. Yeah. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah. I could have been a boxer.
He had a great reach advantage, right? At 6'4" and
oh, hell yeah. He had
he
had the physical, he had all the physical tools you needed. He even had an uppercut, as Mike Tyson found out.
Yeah.
But bottom line was, first round, you go, Buster hit him and he hit him again, whatever. And that continues. Buster's slowly but surely beating him up.
Yeah.
5th round, Tyson comes to his goes to his corner. I'm sitting like 4 rows back from the actual ring. And the funny thing was, they had flown in Evander Holyfield, and Dan Duva was his manager, and Shelley Finkel was like his finance guy, and stuff.
Yeah.
Great guys. I mean, Shelley Finkel's one of the great guys I've ever met.
Yeah.
But they had been at this thing that night before, and we're talking about they were there to announce that Donald Trump was there also for the fight to announce that, the next fight was going to be wherever Trump Plaza or the Taj Mahal. I can't remember which one it was going to be in Atlantic City. Tyson was going to fight Holyfield. They, made that announcement there. And I went up to Shelley Finkel and Dan Dubin. I said, but what happens if Buster beats Tyson? Does he get that fight? And they just both started laughing. That'll never happen. So anyway, 5th round, I just wanted to put you in perspective here.
Yeah,
5th round, Tokyo Dome's a non-smoking facility. And 5th round, Dan Duva and Holyfield are sitting right over there, 2 rows ahead of me on the next little section of seats. And there's an aisle right here. And Dan Duva is up, and he's got a cigarette going, and he's walking back and forth past me, he's muttering and going, I don't believe this. I don't believe this. Because if you're sitting there, you're seeing Buster Douglas beat up Mike Tyson. You know what I mean? If you're a boxing guy or have any semblance of being a boxing guy like me, you see what's happening, And like I said, you stay away from the uppercut, boom. Buster can win this thing on the cards. Yeah. Now, he probably would not have won it on the cards, but you understand what I'm saying. If they went to the scorecards.
Right. Exactly.
So here's that, and I wanted to grab him and go, "You better believe it, buddy. This is happening."
Yeah.
But he didn't need to be disturbed. And it goes on, man. Just a great fight. Tyson comes back a little bit, and then the 8th round, near the end of the 8th round, Buster is almost ready to put him away, and he gets him against the ropes. And then, like I said, Tyson summoned that uppercut. Boom, and Buster goes down, and you're going, oh, well, at least, you're thinking in your head, because you immediately, as a sports writer, your own deadline, it's 10:30, 11 o'clock back where I'm from. My story is supposed to have been there 20 minutes ago, right? On a Saturday night. You're thinking, well, okay, it's still a hell of a story, man. Just as Buster's falling, you're thinking all these things go through your head, like your life passes in front of your eyes. And then Buster's laying there, and he's down, and I'm going, well, he's not knocked out. You could see he's not knocked out. I mean, because he's kind of on his elbow.
Right.
And his dad, which I go back to, he had talked to extensively the night before by phone, just about his dad was not there. And his grandpa was, which was pretty cool. But anyway, he had talked to his, but my point is, he had grown up in a boxer's house. If you ever get knocked down, you take the full 8 to get your almost said a bad word, to get your stuff back together.
You can say it on the show,
You take the full 8, and he gets up, and then boom, just when Octavio Mayron, the referee goes, okay, fight. Then like 3 seconds later, the bell rang to end the 8th round. Now that helped.
Saved by the bell.
Yeah. The 9th round, Mike Tyson came out to finish it. Didn't finish it, and middle of the 8th round, in my opinion, 9th round. The 9th round was, as I've said many times, the 9th round was as good a round of heavyweight boxing you have ever seen. Of 2 guys hell-bent on beating the crap out of the other guy. And first it was Tyson. Buster finished him off. And then by the end of that round, Buster is beating him up again and staying away from the uppercut.
Yeah.
And then in the 10th round, of course, history. The combo, and then the uppercut, and then the left hook, and then a right cross. And down goes Tyson, and then he's searching for his mouthpiece. He hit him so hard he knocked the mouthpiece out of his mouth, and that was that. And this is what's strange, fellas. Remember what I prefaced with a while ago. Tyson had slew of fans. I mean, just a slew of fans in Japan. The reaction in the Tokyo Dome was surreal in the sense that it wasn't anywhere close to what you would think of of a group of people having witnessed live the greatest upset in boxing history. It's kind of like Ohio Stadium when Michigan beats Ohio State in Ohio Stadium. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The home folks are upset about it. And wait a minute, this is not what we paid our money for. And then, of course, afterwards, Don King, et cetera, tried to steal the fight back, basically on the contention that it was a long count for the 8 count.
For the 8 count. Oh,
for the 8 count. Right. And one of the problems was Tyson didn't go to a neutral corner like he was supposed to. You can see Mayron pointing him that way in the middle of the count. And but yeah, Buster could have gotten up at 6 if he'd wanted to, or 5. But
he was taking the whole time.
But what a moment, because like I've told Buster since, I've did a lot of like things where, if celebrated and on a microphone, I go, you know what happened after that? We all know what happened to the Holyfield, lead up to the Holyfield fight, and the Holyfield fight, him getting knocked out, etc. But I said, no one can ever take away from you the fact that you had the greatest upset in boxing history.
That's right.
I mean, when he needed to be the greatest, he was. And it's still cool. It still raises the hair on the back of my neck, just recounting that scene and stuff. My favorite thing, though, can I tell you? You have time?
Yeah, sure.
Well, I had done some interviews with Japanese reporters over there to cover the fight, because they didn't know Buster either, and I did several. And anyway, if Jeremy Schaap ever needs proof that I picked Buster, I did it even on some of those shows, because after the fight's over, I'm sitting there back at ringside. We'd gone into this big interview thing, and first we got I think we got Tyson first, and then we got there was a fight, by the way, in the post-game press conference between two guys, one of which was considered to be another term, a Don King shill, who was trying to really promote the fact that things should have been just declared a no contest or whatever because of the long count and stuff. So you already knew what was percolating there. And this other guy told him to sit the hell down. What was Sam's last name? Great guy. He was from.
They actually got in a fight. They got in the two press guys got in a fight, like a fist fight.
Yeah, they got in. Yeah, they got in because the other guy took umbrage, and boom. Now fight. It was like one punch jollies. You know what I mean? And then they settled down. But I remember asking Tyson after the fight. I said, Mike, you've knocked out 31 guys, and he was undefeated, of course, at that point.
37-0.
Yeah. And I said, what's it like to get knocked out? And everybody goes, and Tyson, I told Tim this. Tim probably knows this story, but there were two things that gave me even more respect for Mike Tyson than I had going into that. Because I thought he was great. I thought he was a bully, but golly, that's how he made his living, is being a bully. But was when he threw the uppercut, which almost saved him. Right? Yeah. Almost saved his title. And the other was the way he answered that question. He said, listen, my friend, and I'm paraphrasing, I don't remember the exact wording. You don't judge a man by his success. You judge a man by how he comes back from adversity. Yeah. And I will be back. Something literally along those lines, almost verbatim. And I went, man, that's a really nice answer.
After he got knocked out, he was that's not what I would have expected.
No, but here's the thing about him. You've seen him.
You don't judge the man by how he did when he gets knocked down.
Right. But I didn't do that. I used to do that impersonation, but it sounded like Lou Holtz doing it.
It's how you come back, and I'm gonna come back and eat your children.
Yeah, so, yeah. But anyway, he got his long journey was just starting, really. As you well know from that, from the standpoint of what kind of happened after that for a while, but. But the thing about him is, you've seen him, you know him. I mean, you've been around him. He's a quite civil guy when he's civil.
Awesome. Yeah, he's awesome.
And it's no surprise that he became the true celebrity.
Yeah.
Whereas Buster faded back into the woodwork. After he loses to Holyfield when he's not in great shape. Yeah. And but that Mike Tyson, because Mike Tyson is one of those guys, man. It just when he walked in, I walked in behind him. It might have been at the Bruno fight where I followed him to the ring, but I was a little ways back because I've done that with a few other people, like I did with AJ Foyt one time at the Indy 500. Just, the greatest of all time up to that point in terms of wins, just to see how people react.
What it feels like, yeah. What it feels like, yeah.
Just, stand back, be back, but
right.
Yeah, and the buzz, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you can feel it. There's certain guys that you're
gives me
around
goosebumps thinking about it, man. It's crazy. Go ahead.
Yeah. Tiger was one of those guys.
Oh, hell yeah.
There were times when we used to be able to walk within the ropes, and you
I've been
get
there.
near him, you get near, you feel there's literally a electrical charge there.
Yeah.
You can feel the energy.
Memorial tournament. He won the Memorial tournament quite a few times.
Yeah.
And I did that. I got to help cover it a few times. And I did that specifically, followed his group specifically for that, because it's almost like it's literally like almost a king is coming through.
Yeah.
And
100%.
You might live in a democracy or whatever they call Great Britain, but you still stand back when the queen or king shows up, right? And that's what. And then there's the murmur. Like, he's built better than I thought he was, or he's taller than I thought he was, or he's shorter than you know what I mean. That whole thing. Tyson brings that whole thing, and the aura.
There's aura. Very few people in this world that can do it, but they
deserved, man. Deserved aura. I remember
great story, brother. Great story.
Yeah,
I
remember him weighing in on that same stage Elvis performed at the Westgate. It's not the Westgate. It used to be the Hilton, like I said, in the International. But he just commands people to get out of his way. They don't have to. He doesn't have to have. He didn't have back then. He didn't have to have bodyguards to clear the way. He had to have bodyguards to kind of keep everybody back from behind him.
Yeah, exactly.
Meanwhile,
incredible story, Tim, man. Thanks. We'll do the Brian Hartline stuff at another time.
Sure. I thought you had plenty of time. I'm sorry, JP.
No, that's okay. We usually get out of here, and I got to go watch some hockey, bro. I'm like,
definitely let me talk about Brian Hartline one of these days, man. And
absolutely.
Good stuff on him too, brother.
Let's do it next week.
Yeah, let's do it next week.
You got it.
All
Always enjoy it.
Thank you, Tim.
Sure,
Appreciate
man.
it. And a great show. Check it out, the Tim May Show. It is on FanStream Sports Ohio.
Yep.
All of our great channels. One of our great contributors here. We're building quite the roster of great talent. He's right.
I told you he could talk.
Oh my God, great storyteller.
I know, but
storyteller.
It's full of info, man. It's great.
No, I love historic stuff like that.
Yep,
especially people who were there. It's a totally different, because things over time, especially we're talking about history of sports. Things over time, they get so misconstrued, and maybe even the hyperbole gets. I want to find out exactly what it was like. That was great, just being there. And you imagine 1990s Tokyo, what that's like. I can't believe it was non-smoking, smoke everywhere over there.
That's Japan, man.
Japan. It's just what a great story. And for those of you who are maybe too young to remember it, Mike Tyson was 37-0 at the time, and just was unbeatable. He's beating everybody in 90 seconds. It was ridiculous. And and part of the story goes that he was out all night with Bobby Brown the night before. Bobby Brown wrote in his autobiography that he was with Tyson the night before in Tokyo. Mm-hmm. Brown claims Tyson refused to go to sleep that night, deeming Douglas an amateur, that he could beat. If I didn't sleep for 5 weeks, I could beat him. Well, don't underestimate. And that's a hell of a story. Incredible stuff. All right, we have an update on Canada.
John Hill's been throwing us some updates there.
First intermission, Canada 1, Czechia 0. Canada scores a second goal. All right. This is one of the things that are going to be very, very hard for me, partner, is what else we got? Whatever that is. Tom Wilson plays for Canada as the same a-hole, hitting Marchand, plays dirty after the whistle. Yeah, they all do. This is my problem, is you got guys like, that you like, Cooper and Hagel for Team Canada, and the guys you hate like Kachuk for the United States. It's like, emotionally, I'm torn.
Yeah.
There's guys I want to root for, but, not necessarily countries.
That's why I can't play fantasy football anymore.
Yeah, it's hard.
You're emotionally involved. Yeah.
It's hard. All right. Anything else we did not get to here today? Other Olympic stuff. Jordan Stoltz, speed skater, won the 1,000 meter. Do you see that? Unbelievable last lap. He won by like a half a second, just blew everybody away. And he still has the 500 and 1,500 to go, and the chance to win 4 gold medals. Jordan Stoltz, 21 years old, from Wisconsin. I was reading a story on him. It's like he's got this incredible stamina gene, whereas most guys kind of fade as the race goes on. He just gets better and stronger. And that last lap was Olympic history. That was incredible. A couple mogul skiers, Liz Lemley and Jalen Koff, win gold and silver for the U.S. in the moguls. That mogul skiing, man, it hurts my knees just to watch it. It just hurts my knees. It's awful. And Ryan Cochran Siegel wins the silver in the Super G for the United States. So we're total medals, I think we were down 15-14 at the top, but we're on the move. So USA, Latvia, Hellebuck in net tonight will be, this afternoon, 3 o'clock, 3:10 they start. And Sweden beats Italy yesterday 5-2. Hedman had a point in that one, and they were out shooting Italy 45-10, and the score was tied 2-2. But they went on to win that one. So,
and real quick, because we had in the comments, Aviation brought up some ACC news here about SMU locally. They announced during the show here earlier this morning that they will play a game against LSU and a game against Oklahoma at AT&T Stadium here in Dallas.
Oh, yeah.
Aviation wanted my thoughts on that. You know what? Let's talk about that tomorrow since it's sort of ACC related anyway. And I do have some thoughts on that and why they're doing it. And I'll be happy to share all that with you tomorrow. Aviation, we'll talk about it then, eh?
Shocking development. Money.
Seats. Capacity.
Money. Seats. Yeah, they'll fill that sucker too. All right, kids. Great stuff as always. Thank you all for joining us. We will be back tomorrow with more fun and frivolity. The trip down memory lane. Hope you enjoyed that with Tim May. Let's go watch some hockey. Go USA. Go Canada.
Go Canada.
Go Canada.
And USA.
See you tomorrow.